is going on, everyone? Our adventures in South Dakota continue, and they're definitely adventures, because last night, holy cow.
So the big plan for today is we are going to the Badlands National Park and going to see some other things around here in the area. But let me tell you, what a night last night.
So last night we stayed at a place, we boondocked on a place called The Wall. It's a very popular place to boondock. Many people, all over YouTube, Instagram, you can see, people parking their rig, and you see the formations in the background and everything. So we're like, hey, that would be really cool. Let's do that too. But then a storm came through.
So it was a pretty bad storm. There were warnings out. The sustained winds were like 22 to 25 miles per hour with gusts up to 60 miles per hour. The van was just a shaking. There was thunder everywhere. We thought we were going to blow off the side of
there was hail.
Cliff. There was like pea-sized hail. So, yeah. And then those winds, after the storm passed, but the winds stayed. And it was so windy all night. It kind of kept waking us up. And
yeah, so we woke up this morning to try to catch sunset. And so it didn't call for rain this morning when we looked.
We had a we'll call it a rain set. There's not very much sun.
A rain set. Rain rise.
Rain rise.
Yeah,
a rain rise.
Yeah. So last night, if this van was a rockin', don't come a knockin', because it was actually really bad out there and probably dangerous to be outside. So I don't know what you guys are thinking.
But anyway, because it's still raining right now, we decided our plan was to go very first thing this morning into Badlands to do some of the hiking and stuff before it gets hot. Although it's not supposed to be crazy hot today. I think like high 70s, so it's actually pretty nice weather. But it's raining. And so we decided we also wanted to come and see Wall Drug.
I love roadside attractions or tourist traps. But
yeah, so we're going to check that out first and then try to head into the Badlands if the weather cooperates. So we are in the town of Wall, South Dakota, which is where Wall Drug is located. So we thought it was actually really cool how the town of Wall got its name. So there is a natural wall that runs alongside the Badlands National Park. It's like 60 miles long. It's actually where we camped last night. So it's up there on that cliff where you sit there and you can overlook into the Badlands, and that natural wall is what gave Wall its name.
Okay, so we're standing outside of Wall Drug. It was founded in 1931, and their big claim to fame back in the day was free ice water. So apparently Wall Drug is also famous for a bunch of wooden hand-painted signs made out of wood, because the founder said that they were less fun to shoot at than metal signs. But man, it's kind of windy and breezy this morning. But so they said by the time he put out his first sign advertising free ice water, there was already a line of travelers that were waiting for their free ice water.
So this place started out as just a small little pharmacy, but grew into what is now over 76,000 square feet of fun tourist attraction. And if you bring your horse, you can tie him up right here. All right, so one thing that most people know is that whenever you come here to Wall Drug, you can get a coffee for 5 cents. But they also supposedly have absolutely amazing donuts. And a really cool thing here is if you are a veteran, you get a free plain donut and a free coffee when you come. So Jed and I are both veterans, so we took advantage of that. But you only get the plain donut, so we had to try the vanilla and the maple as well, which we paid extra for. But from what we hear, it's going to be well worth it.
Okay, so first up, I'm going to try this plain donut. They're like cake donuts. Seems really fluffy. Wow, I'm actually impressed. That tastes pretty good. It's like slightly sweet. It's not like super duper sweet.
It's actually really good.
Vanilla time. Just like the plain donut with delicious vanilla icing on it. I actually really like this. I prefer cake donuts anyway. I mean, I love all donuts. Let's not split hairs.
That's really good. You know what I love about these though? The cake on the inside is super soft and moist, and then the outside of it's actually like a little crunchy. It's like when you get a brownie and you want the edge of the brownie because it's crunchy.
Oh, you guys.
It's like the crunchy edge of the donut, and I don't know, I love it.
As advertised, free ice water. So Wall Drug still actually has a pharmacy, and they also have a pharmacy museum, which unfortunately is closed right now. But what they do have is the original suppository making machine. Definitely something you want to hold on to, or not. So we're now in the backyard, and Sandy she's actually taken her first jackalope ride.
Yeah. I'm not good at this.
What's your jackalope ride?
Awesome.
Okay, so what'd you think of Wall Drug? See, that says it all. I think this is a must stop. It's actually pretty entertaining. They have a ton of shops and like all kinds of stuff. So, I mean,
good donuts, coffee's decent.
Yeah, we hear the food's good, but we're not going to eat here today. But the weather looks like it may be improving a little bit, so we're going to head over to Badlands National Park. Sandy's back there talking to the cat. So we made it inside the park. It is, we really wanted to talk to you guys out there, but the wind is like super insane.
Yeah, all you hear is
and in here all you hear is meow.
But it's absolutely beautiful. Like we kind of came in further east on I-90 into the park, and like the very first thing is a pull off where you can stop, and it's just massive views of the Badlands, and it's really beautiful. So I can't wait to see more of it.
Yeah, so I guess these formations were formed by basically wind and rain kind of eroding the clay, and you can see all the different layers and colors, and it's absolutely beautiful.
But we read the Lakota Indians, I believe.
Yeah, it's the
Lakota, the tribe, is the one where the name comes from, Badlands. I can't remember their Native Indian term for it, but it's basically because like it's just so brutal out here. Like it has really big temperature extremes from like -40 to 114 degrees Fahrenheit, and windy. Like the winds out here can be insane. And it was hard to travel across, and
so you see a bunch of grass around here, and it's really beautiful, but under it is like this really tacky, thick clay, and because of the rain last night, you can feel how just kind of like tacky it is.
Yeah, and not to mention like within this area, I mean, it's obviously very dry, so there isn't a lot of rain. Well, not rain, but they get rain, but there's not like a lot of water. So we're going to try to do a bunch of the littler hikes around here today, and we're starting with the Door Trail. And I believe it's
pretty windy out here.
Yeah, it is windy.
I'm getting dust in my eyes.
It's about 3/4 of a mile out and back, so it's not bad. There's like a little boardwalk as you kind of walk down for the first little portion of it, and then you kind of are actually out into some of the Badland area, kind of walking over the rock and stuff. So it's absolutely beautiful out here.
Yeah, the formations are absolutely stunning. So normally this place is like either baking hot or freezing cold, so prepare accordingly if you come out here. And there's rattlesnakes, so
yeah, so beware of those little guys.
Yeah.
We haven't seen any, don't want to.
Nope.
But let's get going, because we got some more little hikes we want to check out and just kind of see the differences between all the little hikes. But yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. I could just sit out here and stare at it all day.
So now, departing from the same parking lot, we are going to head over to the Notch Trail. Is it the Notch Trail?
Notch Trail.
Notch Trail. So I'm actually just bringing the GoPro because it says it's strenuous and there is a little climb on a ladder. So We'll see how that goes. Notch trail, rough terrain, wear sturdy boots. Good enough. Okay, well, looks like we've reached the ladder. Sandy's gonna go up first because, you know, if something bad happens, it happens to her and not me.
Well, you don't want it to cut off circulation. Wait, you go down to all fours and you climb up just like a ladder, alright?
Right. That wasn't so bad, but me being afraid of heights like I am, this is the part that I'm probably not going to like too much. So down there was the ladder, leads you up to this ledge. Like I said, not a big fan of heights. There's some nice loose gravel up here, nice loose rock so you can lose your footing. So kind of scary. Dangerous cliff, keep right. Okay, that's what we're gonna do.
Good to know.
Good to know. I'm actually glad they have these little arrows up here because you probably can scramble up here and get lost pretty easy. And here we are.
What do I have to do? This right here. Gotcha.
At the top.
At the top. Now, it was actually really beautiful and pretty fun hike. A little bit of scrambling.
Oh, gotcha.
You had the ladder, but it was really awesome.
It's a real
But
camp.
check out this view.
Oh, what a beautiful family.
Well, it was a fun hike.
It was actually a lot of fun. It's very like otherworldly through there as you're kind of walking through. I don't know if I got a shot of it, but they have like these seams where you can see they're green from like where the copper, I guess, copper in the water.
I didn't get a shot of it. Just FYI.
But anyway, it was cool.
If you're waiting for a picture of it, then
it's not there.
You're gonna have a long wait.
But that was about 1.5 miles out and back. And so now we're just gonna go over and check out the next hike, which is same parking lot called The Window.
All three of these hikes, by the way, are in the same parking lot.
And
But
The Window is like, I think 1/4 mile, so real short. All right, time for The Window.
The Window.
It's like looking out a window.
We are currently making our way down the Badlands Loop Road, and it is super impressive.
Yeah, so this is definitely one of the things you have to do when you come through Badlands. It's a very scenic drive. The formations here are like spectacular.
Yeah, they're incredible. So the hikes that we did, they were pretty, but the road as we're getting along it just gets more and more impressive as you keep driving. So this place we just pulled off at is called Yellow Mounds because it's got yellow mounds. So apparently it gets its color. I thought it was sulfur, but I was wrong. Sandy was reading the sign, and it says it's due to the slate and sea life that was once in this area a long time ago. Okay, so we made it back to the boondocking spot that we were at last night.
That's Badlands, y'all.
Yeah, so Badlands. Yeah, I totally forgot. Man, I suck at transitions.
So, yeah.
No, so the Badland Loop's actually very beautiful. I highly recommend it.
Yeah, it's not a super long drive or anything. I think it took us maybe like 1.5 hours to drive it. We spent more time at that one stop that had the 3 different hikes that we did.
And we'd have liked to have done more, but the weather was kind of iffy. You can see maybe in some of the shots that the clouds were getting kind of dark. It started to sprinkle a little bit, and the formations are kind of made out of clay, so they're kind of like, they can get slick. So yeah, keep that in mind.
But like Jed said, we are back to the wall where we stayed last night. It's still pretty windy here, but they're supposed to kind of quiet down tonight, so hopefully they do that so we don't have to fear for our lives again.
Yeah, and Wall Drug was fun. Wall Drug was fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Donuts were tasty, but I would definitely stop there again and maybe try some of their food too.
But definitely if you're in this area, especially if you're traveling in a van or RV, the wall. I mean, at first you think, oh, there's just a ton of people out here, but everybody's really nice and they take good care of it for the most part. And it's just a beautiful place to spend some time, and it's free.
Yeah, this is the one crowded place I'd say is definitely worth it. So
anyway, if you have not yet liked this video, make sure you do that and subscribe to the channel, hit that notifications bell, all that good fun stuff.
And we have no idea what we're doing next, so if you want to find out, then you're going to have to wait till the next video.
It's going to be a surprise to us, too.
Yeah, so. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this video. And until next time, stay wonderful.
Call it a day.